Just me, I'm C, and this is Kickback Astrology. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Alright, I'm sorry, I quit. But you know what time it is. Grab your guards, grab your woodies, grab your glasses, do what you need to do. Kick back how you kick back. I'ma kick back how I kick back. And let's get into some of these birth charts. Come on with it. Alright, y'all. So today we gonna get into another birth chart. I know what time it is. Smile for me, won't you? Won't you just come on, y'all, for me? Smile for me now, smile for me. Won't you just? Hey, I hear y'all. On my block, everything is everything. On my block, I probably done it all, me believe me. On my block, we make the impossible look easy for cheesy. I never leave my block, my niggas need me. Y'all know what time it is. I say I never understand why I could never see a man cry till I seen a man die. Man cry. Hey, y'all know what time it is. So today we gonna get into Scarface's birth chart one time for the one time. And just in case you don't remember the formula, because you know I do a bunch of different videos. Yeah, I mean, we get into the sun, moon, and Mars, and then part 4 we'll look at some of the aspects in his chart. So Scarface was born on November 9th in 1970. So that will make him a sun in Scorpio, a moon in Pisces, and a Mars in Libra. So let's get into it. So with Scarface being a sun in Scorpio, what do we know about Scorpio? We know that Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. So what do we know about Mars? We know that Mars is that go-getter energy. We know that Mars is that warrior, that soldier. Mars plants the flag and keeps it moving. And now Pluto, on the other hand, likes to stick around, you feel me? So what do we know about Pluto? We know that Pluto is all about death, regeneration. We know that Pluto is all about the long term. Pluto is all about the forever. Pluto just doesn't want it for now. Pluto wants it to last forever. Make it last forever. Pluto likes to take things to the extreme. Like I said, Pluto likes to make things forever. Pluto is all about longevity. Pluto is all about resilience. Pluto is all about going to the deepest point that you can go. So Mars kind of, gives Scorpios that energy that they need to put towards their desires and those deep things that they want and those things to make things last forever. They kind of gives them that energy to do that. So you see, we're bringing those two together. And then Scorpio is also a water sign. So this is going to bring the emotions. This is going to bring the feelings. This is going to bring that internal. So a lot of the times, once you bring in that water element, this is going to, like I said, bring it internal. This is going to bring it inside. So you're bringing that Mars and that Pluto inside. So this is going to make them deep. This is going to make them, a little bit of have a little bit of aggression to them, have a little bit of an edge to them. It's going to make them dark. It's going to make them long-term thinkers. It's going to make them, very determined. Like I said, they have that energy to persist. It's going to make them very persistent. Scorpio is also a fixed sign, so this is going to make them very stubborn. They're able to stick with it. However, you have to remember that this is in the water, so this is an emotional aspect. So they're going to put a lot of energy and a lot of action, a lot of that Mars into their emotions, especially where they're feeling, to get their point across as far as their feelings go. They're going to put a lot of energy as far as getting those internal things, seeing them outwardly. You see what I'm saying? This is the sun, you see what I'm saying? So this is what you're going to see for them. So you're going to be able to see that a lot of the time. So that's why you'll see, like, a lot of the times you'll see a lot of Scorpios, especially a lot of the darker aspects, you see what I'm saying, engaging that Pluto more so. So that's when you hear a lot of people talking about Scorpio. They talking about a lot of the Pluto, a lot of the Plutonian aspects of Scorpio. You see what I'm saying? That's what kind of gives Scorpio the bad rap. They don't really necessarily get to the part of them being, determined, being able to actually get things done, actually, put forth the amount of energy and effort that it takes to do all of these underhanded. You see what I'm saying? The amount of energy and effort that it actually took to get these things done, although they may have, like I said, done it under the surface, might have been, going behind people doing all this and that. It's like, how much energy that took, how much thought that took, how much of a process that actually was. You see what I'm saying? So those Martian aspects aren't necessarily as appreciated in Scorpio as they are in Aries, because you know that Pluto, yeah, I mean, kind of drown that Pluto on that water, kind of drown it out. It kind of bring it down too deep where you can't really see it for what it is. You see what I'm saying? Because it's working under the surface. Now, if you're familiar with Scarface, you know that he's been known not to do a lot of interviews and things like that. He's been known, you know, to just be, you know, very to himself, very private guy. You see what I'm saying? As far as being a famous artist is concerned, he has always been, you know, not necessarily one to, you know, take to the spotlight, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? He kind of tries to stay out the way. He does what he has to do, but he's not really very extra with it. He's been known to not do many interviews and things like that. He doesn't like to sit down and talk to people and things like that. And that's that Scorpio in him, you see what I'm saying? Where he's really more private. He really likes to be behind the scenes. He really likes to, you know what I mean, make his action, you know, take action behind the scene, not necessarily be in the forefront, not necessarily having everyone seeing what he's up to, what he's doing. The Scorpio is also why he, prior to now, when he was running, as far as he's running for office now, so he's doing a lot of interviews. But prior to that, over his career, he hasn't been known to do a lot of interviews and stuff like that. He's really been out of the spotlight. He likes to stay behind the scenes. He likes to stay out of the way. You see what I'm saying? That's that Scorpio in him. He's going to be, like I said, that's that depth. That's that under the surface. That's that, you know what I mean? It's not behind the scenes like Scorpio. Like Pisces or it's that unseen, you know what I mean? Just that Scorpio aspect. He likes to work, you know what I mean, under the table, you know what I mean? They're not necessarily going to put everything out there. They're going to like to have that privacy, you see what I'm saying? You have to remember that, you know what I mean? So a lot of the time he's going to keep his thoughts, ideas, opinions, feelings, things like that, his personal life and stuff to himself. You see what I'm saying? Only share those things with people close to him because they are so deep to him. They do mean so much to him. So he's going to always have that aspect of needing that privacy. So that's why, like I said before, now when he's trying to run, and he kind of has to do it now, you know, as a political figure or trying to be one, he has to do it now. But prior to that, he wasn't really into that. You see what I'm saying? He didn't really talk a lot, didn't really do a lot of interviews, wasn't really into being seen. Now, one of the first things you'll notice about Scarface, if you're watching interviews or things like that, or if you just follow his career, he's had a lot of different transformations. He's taken on a lot of different identities. He's really been able to, like I said, transform, really just reestablish himself, really what do they say, rebranding? Yeah, that's what they call it, rebranding. Like people are able to rebrand themselves. Like he's been able to do that over the extended period of time. Like you saw him when he first got into music, he was a DJ. So that's how he even got into music. So most people wouldn't even know that. Like if you ain't a fan of Scarface, he started off as a DJ, and then he had beats. You see what I'm saying? So he was rapping. You see what I'm saying? He was a rapping DJ. He was like, I just had beats, so I rapped. Though. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't really into the rapping aspect. It was just like y'all trash. I'm fire. I'ma go ahead and put some heat on this. It was like on some of that. Like that wasn't even what he was on. You see what I'm saying? But that opportunity presented itself, and he like, I'm it. You know what I mean? I'm where it's at, so I'ma just go ahead and do that. So then he became the rapper. So then we knew him as the rapper Scarface, and then he was in a group. You see what I'm saying? So when we were first introduced to him, he was with the Ghetto Boys, you see what I'm saying? But before that, he had already been transitioning, you see what I'm saying? Because he started off, he was like young, he was like a young, rebellious kid. He wasn't even necessarily, he grew up around music, but he wasn't really focused on that. I think he said he wanted to like play football or something, so he was more so focused on that. That's where his passion was towards, because remember, Scorpio, you're always going to deal with that passion and directing it and things like that. So that's where his passion was at. And then once he was unable to do that because he dropped out because he kept fighting and stuff like that, he had a real attitude problem, and he always took stuff to the extreme. Like even as a kid, like he said it himself, like he always did things to the max, you see what I'm saying? So if he was mad, he was real mad. If he was sad, he was ready to kill himself, you know what I'm saying? Like everything was to the extreme. All his emotions is to the extreme, like even from a child. So you notice that about the Scorpio in him too. He's going to be very extreme, and he has a very much, like he said, he had an eye for an eye aspect, you see what I'm saying? Like you push me, I'm going to punch you. See what I'm saying? I'm going to elevate, I'm going to match you and take it up a notch, you see what I'm saying? I'm going to take it all the way there, you see what I'm saying? So if you step on my toe, then I'm going to punch you, I'm going to beat your ass, you see what I'm saying? So that way you know next time to stay in your place, you see what I'm saying? Stay in your lane, and then, you see what I'm saying? We can move accordingly from there. but his reactions to things were always very extreme. So you count that to that sun in Scorpio, where he's dealing with the extremes, he's dealing with the emotions, he's dealing with those constant highs and lows. Everything is that serious. Remember that I always say that it is that deep. You know what I'm saying? So everything in his life is that deep. Everything that he's going through, it is that deep. Everything, he is taking a meaning from everything. So even in interviews, when you watch his interviews and things like that, a lot of the times when he's telling stories, whereas most people just tell the story and they laugh and joke and this will happen, it's always a deeper meaning to it. He's always bringing some type of, just, you know what I mean, just like where somebody else is just like laugh and giggle about it, it's like deep to him. You could tell that he's pulling it out from his soul. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard for him to talk about that because he has so many things connected to that memory. You see what I'm saying? So many emotions, and they're so deep. It's like you could tell he's pulling it up. Even in his music, this is why people connect with his music, because you can tell he's pulling it up from the deepest depths of himself and giving it to you. You just like, that's why people connect with it so deep as well. This all has to do with that Scorpio nature in him. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, he started as a DJ. He's going through several transformations over his career as a musician. You see what I'm saying? So he started as a, like I said, first his passion was towards his football. Then he moved from that, and he couldn't do that anymore. So then it was towards his DJing. And then while he was DJing, he just recognized that he was good at something. Okay, then I'm going to put my energy towards this. Then he joined the group. So then he's like, okay, I'm going to put my energy towards this. You see what I'm saying? So he's putting all his energy towards that. So he was doing a lot of the writing and things like that for the group. You see what I'm saying? And then once the group went through whatever they went through, then he went on to do his solo thing. You see what I'm saying? But this also has a fixed aspect to it. This is why how you can tell it's that Scorpio in him. Because although he's transforming throughout all of these different avenues within music, and then once he went from, we should finish his transition, and actually he went from DJ, he went from football to DJ to group to solo to music exec to politician. Now you see what I'm saying? You see all these different transitions, like you see how it's laid out. Like, he has transformed himself each and every time, but every time he transforms, he puts all of his energy into that specific avenue that he's focused on now, even though they're all within the same field. You see what I'm saying? That's that fixedness. You got to remember, Scorpio is a fixed sign, so they're all in the same lane, aside from like the football, which was when he was a child. But he said he always grew up around music and things like that, so he played different instruments and things like that, so music has always been around him. You see what I'm saying? And that's that fixedness, where even though he may be moving within that, he may be going through different transitions, his overall passion, his overall sight, his overall vision is fixed. You see what I'm saying? He's focused on that long term and sustaining through in that lane. You see what I'm saying? And staying in that lane. If he has to move over here, move over there, or do it a different way, then he'll do that, but he's still going to stay in that same field. That's the fixedness. You see what I'm saying? That water being water, he's going to still have to move. You see what I'm saying? He's going to have to go through different motions and things like that, but he's going to stay that fixed. This is going to keep him within that area. You see what I'm saying? That specific areas. He went from DJ to group to solo to music exec. They're all in the music business. You see what I'm saying? You see that fixedness within him. And then he also was on the same label. See what I'm saying? So even though he was with a group and then he went into the solo thing and all that, he has been with Jay Prince through all of that. And he just like went solo recently. Like, he just got his own stuff. Like, whereas you would have thought somebody else may have, you know, before that ventured out and did other things, that fixed nature within him and that wanting to sustain things long term, he's going to stick to what he knows at times. You see what I'm saying? Even though, like he said, Jay Prince is a wolf. He was raised with wolves. You see what I'm saying? So he's not necessarily in the most peaceful environment. You see what I'm saying? He's not necessarily being catered to or anything like that, but Jay Prince was able to teach him how to fish. You see what I'm saying? And he could sustain that. You see what I'm saying? Jay Prince was able to give him that ability to sustain and build that foundation that Scorpio is seeking. You see what I'm saying? That ability to sustain yourself over a long period of time, whether or not somebody else can provide it for you or not. You see what I'm saying?